welcome back to the freaking channel. It is, dude, we got some nice weather. It is 76 degrees. I just took my car from Hudson all the way out to La Crosse to hang out with one of my best buddies. So we have Crown Rally coming up. When you're rally driving, and anybody who's rallied will know this, there's some very, very little things you need to do to not look like a when you're driving. Let me put this disclaimer out there. I do not condone speeding. I do not condone driving recklessly. Everything you're seeing is pretty much either in Mexico or on a closed course. But there are some things you need to know when you're rallying, especially if you're like a first-time rallier. It's not just going out driving like a maniac. Obviously, in a rally, it's not a race by any means. And nobody wants someone to crash. Nobody wants calls. Nobody wants someone to get hurt. And a lot of times when you're rallying, you have logos all over your car, and you are representing who you are rallying for. And so you need to keep all that in mind. If you do stupid, people see that. People call. I mean, if you're a good rallier, you're usually going fast enough at that point where they don't see it anyway, but that's neither here nor there. Like, so one of the things I've noticed with a lot of people, when they pass, they come flying up on the people right behind them. That scares them a little bit. And then they drop 2 gears, and then it's super loud, because most of the cars are like super loud. And then you floor it going past them, and if you're a normal person just out for a drive, that's scary. This is the right way to pass. When you're passing, use your blinkers. Even if it doesn't matter, it shows some respect for them, and they're like, oh well, you know, maybe he came flying past me at 100, or the speed limit, I mean, but at least he had his blinker on. What a nice guy. We got a pretty straight shot here. We're in a passing zone. We're gonna gently come by, use our blinker. Blinker back. I don't think that guy's mad. How about it came up on him at 100, swerved around him, cut in close. He would not have liked that. He would not have liked that. If you're gonna do that, you need to do it fast enough that he can't see all your stuff. So, next thing you need to know, when you come into small towns, like little towns, you'll see them on your thing, on your Waze, on your app, on whatever you're using. Slow down. Do the speed limit in small towns. Any place where there's going to be people that aren't, you know, in cars, that's a good place to slow down a little bit. There's different places for different styles of driving. You know? You dig? Later on in this video, I'm going to show you guys what apps we use, what radar detector we use, what our setup is in the car when we're rallying. One of the other things to keep in mind when you're rallying is when you go into these little towns, if you stop at a gas station, you're going to flood the whole gas station with cars, and people are going to be going nuts, and the phones are out and the cameras are out. It'd be nice to all those people, and especially when the police are there, because they will show up just to check it out. A lot of these small towns have never seen anything like 60 cars at their gas station that gets 4 cars, you know, on average a day. So if you're super cool with the cops, every cop that we've ever met that's come into a gas station when we've taken one over, awesome. And they remember that. They remember which guys talk to them, which guys are cool. We got pulled over. Check out this video. So this is last year on the rally. We got pulled over with like 20 supercars. We were moving. We were going fast. They knew we were going fast. They pulled all of us over. In Colorado, the trooper was super respectful, and we were also super respectful to the trooper. So that goes a long way. The other thing is you never know what people in front of you are going to do. A lot of people, when they see these cars come up behind them in the rear view, they kind of lose their mind. They're trying to get to their phone. They're trying to do something, and they're swerving, and they're either slowing down or they're speeding up, and then they try to keep up with you. You have to remember, his car a lot of times is not set up to do what your car's meant to do, and he's not used to driving and making decisions as fast as you are. I'm going to show you our setup here, and I'm going to also show you tell you our little secret of how we rally. So obviously, when you're rallying, there's a couple different, you know, a lot of times you get in groups, and there's different groups. There's kind of the out front group that really moves, that cooks along. They are then So when the cops hear that you are in town, they are going to be watching for you. And then when the first group comes through, like a small town, and you have to remember that they're probably not going to get stopped in that town, but all the next groups coming through are going to be guilty by association because all the cars look essentially the same to the outsiders. So when you come through a small town and there's already cops there, you have to be careful because they may be very, very, very angry. We have had that happen multiple times. The other thing you have to consider is where you sit in the group of cars. So for me, I don't have a front license plate. If I'm out in the front of a pack and there's 15 cars behind me, there's a pretty good chance that if I come over a hill and there's a cop there taking radar and gets me, there's pretty good odds that he's not gonna, especially if it's in like tight turns and windy roads, he's not gonna get me. He's gonna get someone else towards the back because he's not gonna get around everybody. So placement in the pile is a huge thing. Now if you're rolling with like 5 or 6 people, I like to be dead in the middle of it, and that way it gives you enough time to slow down and hit the brakes. And a lot of times that front driver or the back driver, I don't like being at the end of the group, and I don't like leading, especially if it's in a small group. Now if you're with you know, like 3 cars, we drive in 3 cars a lot. Obviously the middle I think is the best place to be, but a lot of times with 3 cars, essentially they can get all of you if they wanted to. When you're driving solo, and then I mean you're just kind of a target. So I run an Escort 360 radar detector, and I've loved it so far. App wise, I run Waze. The other thing I do is I have my phone mounted on a suction cup on a rock form, best I've found, a rock form case and a rock form suction mount. That is mounted to the right of my radar detector, out of my main line of view right here. And then my wife over on her side, when she's rallying with me, she will have some sort of her device that will have probably Google Maps up. We try to run 2 different apps. The other thing that's nice about having Waze up is you always know where the turns are. So if you're coming to make a pass that's kind of questionable, obviously I would say don't make it if it's questionable, but you at least can see what the road does. I do not have notifications up that come through my Waze. So when my Waze is open, my Waze is running, and there's nothing else that can come through. So I don't get distracted by texts, I don't get distracted by phone calls, nothing comes through. The other thing we use is this Zell walkie-talkie app. So if you're rallying for the first time, or if you've got a new tune and you're now on, like, say E85, a lot of these routes take you a long ways away from E85 or gas stations in general. So if you're out pushing your car hard, you have to keep all this stuff in mind. You need to know, rough road. You need to know where your fuel stations are. You need to know how close you're going to be to them. A lot of guys run fuel cells now, which is genius. Bud's here.
Doing all the things.
Are you doing it by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, Caleb said to grab him.
I'm not going to lift anything by myself. I'm fat.
Okay. He's here?
Yeah, he's inside.
What did you think of the Amigo?
I love it.
Look at it. So Bud test drove the Amigo.
Which is good.
Which is good, except for we hit that pile of things, yeah. And this happened.
All right, do you need a ride back from there after dropping your car off?
All right, let's see what happens here. Okay, that's all the room I have.
Okay, well, if you got rid of this, that would help. What is this? You've never used a soft towel?
Yeah.
No.
I have
no,
to.
You haven't.
I got in trouble last time.
Yeah.
Should we? We haven't even shown them.
What?
The video. Should we put it in?
Of you scratching your car?
Yeah.
Flavored waters, those Powerade drinks were good.
It looks great. Dude, look at my tire. My wheels are clean. My daughter helped me. Dude, this is all the things.
We're killing it. All right. Well, you have a
okay.
blast.
So we got that.
This Adam's towel, paint. You shouldn't need to do any paint detailing. Just leave it alone. Use these to clean the glass.
Not for on the paint.
Just stay off the paint with these because they're not perfectly clean. Yeah, that's all you're gonna need.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Tools. I got that thing packed full of tools. Check this out.
Did you bring your white Lamborghini gloves? Yes or no? Bad.
Dude, and check this out.
You installed the tow hook?
And painted it.
That's money.
Yeah, careful, paint's wet. This bag, because it was close to the same size,
Okay.
but I couldn't load it all the way down.
Okay.
Put it in there, I'll sit on it.
Is that all of your wife's stuff and yours?
No, this is just mine.
Oh, where is she gonna put hers?
Well, she's got stuff behind the seat.
Does that include your hair care products?
And it matches.
Yeah, duh. The North Face.
You could put so much more stuff in there.
Yep, you could, but here's the issue.
No, I'm saying on top of that. Like,
Yeah,
the bag
so-
is perfect. Takes up all the room in the
Look
bottom.
at that. All the room.
Is that the Walt box going?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're not gonna have problems with this thing.
No, it's a Lamborghini.
So I could even fit some of these underneath now, if we wanted to do.
Are you bringing Utah shirts?
Probably should, huh?
You totally should because you're going to be in Utah.
Yeah. All right, we made spectacular timing. Here's our setup. So we've got my wife's got a bag that has to go on the floor in front of her feet. We got this little basket I made or got. We got that velcroed in, her bag, and then I'll have one room for one camera bag, maybe. I can't wait to see the cars. Mine doesn't have livery yet. Mine will have livery super soon. As soon as we get there, I don't know. We'll do it in Denver. Yeah, we're heading to Denver, Salt Flats, Salt Lake, and then the Strip in Vegas. It's gonna be so exciting. I'm so excited. It's gonna be freaking sweet. Let's roll. All right, we have made it. We're waiting on the hauler. Check this out. We have no livery. Look at this. Yeah, freaking right.